Okay, so I'm out in the Natal Midlands today in KwaZulu-Natal, hitting these tall grassy rolling hills. There's a big dam to the left. Grass is super long, so it actually makes herping really difficult. So I don't know how much success we're gonna have, but there's Odin and Gus all the way down there. But yeah, I'll check in when we find something. Cool, so I just flipped the first herp of today. This is Skillotes Borquin's dwarf burrowing skink. Here's just a closer look at the Skillotes. This is Skillotes Borquin's dwarf burrowing skink. They actually move incredibly quickly for their size. You can see when I release him now, if he will move, you can see they shoot along and he's gone. Cool, so Odin's just going to be digging through this pile of concrete. We typically find a lot of snakes under these flat slabs. After this one that he just flipped, I actually didn't see, and here's a little brown water snake. They're really inoffensive snakes. They never try to bite or anything like that, so they're one of my more favorable species. You can see it's got really light pink to orange belly, really small sort of round. So I just reminded myself why I don't herp this area at all in the sort of summer or the autumn time. I mean, the grass is just super long, hard to see any of the rocks. There's Odin down there trying to flip some logs. So we're not having much luck with the herps just yet. We'll try to catch some of these zebras, but yeah, we didn't have a hook stick long enough to catch them. If we just stopped and found a pomegranate tree, we're busy. Because the herping's that great that we're stopping for snacks. And Odin's gonna see if he can break this open. Let's check it out.
First time.
You just smash it hard. Yeah, you break it open.
Sweet.
Check it out. Some good wild pomegranates, and they're not full of bugs. I think it's going to be Odin's first pomegranates. So I haven't been here for a couple of months, so all the rocks that we know we can't find, but I think there's one up here. So I just flipped this rock here and flipped this Sundevals Garter Snake, Elapsoidea sundevali. It's a fixed fang elapid, so they are pretty venomous, but they're generally pretty relaxed, so I'm not too worried about it. But let me see if I can't put them on a little rock, just get a little bit better footage for you. Cool, so here's just a better look at this Sundevals Garter Snake. That's Elapsoidea sundevali. They are pretty uncommon, so this is like a super good find. This is going to be pretty much the find of the day. It's not going to get any better than this. This is still quite a young snake, as you can see by that light colored band just behind the head. As they age, the bands actually fade and they look pretty dark. I'm going to insert a picture of an adult here just to show you what they look like, but super hyped on this. We're going to get some photos quick and we're going to get back after it. Well, it's not a herp, it's something. It's obviously living here and then proceeded to die here. It's probably a blessbok, which is a kind of antelope. Cool, there goes the thread snake. You can see once they're out of the soil, they just move like psychotically till they try to find a way back under the ground. But I'm gonna let this guy go and carry on. Cool, just picked up this really nice brown house snake under a rock amongst the grassland here. Unfortunately he's in the blue, so he doesn't look all that good. You can see his eyes are pretty milked up. But yeah, these are pretty much one of the most common species across southern Africa. So you find them pretty much everywhere, from grasslands to around homes. Pretty much anywhere where there's going to be rats and mice and lizards, which is pretty much all they feed on. But yeah, he's a really good looking snake. Going to get a little bit of pictures done and then we're going to let him go. Cool, so here's just a last look at this brown house snake. Let him go on his way. Cool, so Odin just flipped this rock, so we know what's under it, but check this out. That is our second Sundevals Garter Snake for the day. This is quite a big one, more towards this sort of adult coloring. You can see it's got quite distinctive white sort of bands on the black there. Got rid of all the juvenile coloration. Let's see if I move some of this grass out the way. But yeah, like I said before, these guys are pretty venomous. He's not going to kill you, but it's certainly going to ruin your day. Mainly feed on sort of other fossorial snakes, lizards, frogs, and pretty much just about anything they can overpower, including small rodents. We're going to get this guy out, and then we're just going to have a better look at him on top of the rock. Cool, so here's another look at the second garter snake that we got, Sundevals Garter Snake. Elapsoidea sundevali. This one's really relaxed. They usually are a little bit psycho and they don't sit still and they sort of flatten out, but yeah, as you can see, this guy's pretty relaxed. Got some really nice banding and really nice orange on the head there, with quite a defined rostral scale on the nose that they use for burrowing. These guys, like I was saying earlier, primarily feed on small fossorial snakes, frogs, lizards, and just about anything, including small mammals. We're going to see if we can't get hold of a Bibron's blind snake, which is primarily what they feed on here, and we'll show you guys what those look like too. Cool. We're going to let this guy go after a few photos and then see what else we can find. Cool, we just picked up this Bibron's blind snake, Afrotyphlops bibroni. You can see there's his head. He's got a really defined rostral scale just in the front of his nose there. You can see his tiny little eyes. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Yeah, there you go. And the head and the tail actually look almost identical to one another. So when you actually find them in the field, it's actually quite difficult to see which is the head and which is the tail, which is obviously suits them quite well for their predatory defenses. These guys are also fed on by a lot of different species, including the Sundevals Garter Snake that we found earlier, including many other sort of animals, birds, and all those sort of things. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit of footage when I release him. Just going to release this Bibron's blind snake. You'll see once I put him on the ground how they just move like psychotically. And he'll just go into the grass, into a burrow, and get on his way. We don't really have a road. Well, we can't have. It's like a dodgy little two-track road. But you can see the clouds are rolling in, so it's been a pretty epic day. We've seen some good stuff, super good herps, and before we get rained out, this is it till next time.